Hey everyone, we'll be starting shortly, getting everything set up as usual before we begin today properly. Okay, that's all done. Nice. Okay, that's all done. That's all done. Close this. Connection seems stable and okay. Showing up on there. I think we're good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream of the Apollo Justice Trilogy. Last time we had left off, we had finished case 2. I think it's case 2. Yeah, we finished case 2, and we are now about to start case 3, which seems to be some sort of rock concert. And I think I said last time that I think I remember that this is my most disliked one, but we shall find out. Hey, Ruffatron, you're here early. Just saying hi. Probably too busy to watch today. That's fine. Glad you could drop by anyway. Good to see you. But yeah, we're going to be continuing with this. We're going to see what's going to happen and how we're going to get through it. There's nothing really to catch up because it's a new case, so we can just start. Usually I'd be like, oh, this happened this time and this happened last time, so blah blah blah. But no, we finished the last case. We found out that the wife or the fiance was the one that tried to that killed the the medical guy. And that was about it. Yes, let us continue today's stream and get right into it. I almost accidentally started God of War then. That would have been the wrong game. Just as a heads up, sorry if I'm like a little bit out of it. I had like a intermittent sleep and my neck is stiff as hell and hurts. So if I like suddenly stop when I'm talking or like go that's probably because my neck hurt. I don't know what I did to it, but make sure everything's up. Yep. Finish this. Yep, we're good. All right, good game. We got this. Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! Dramatic lines, dynamic angles, flashing lights. We love you! Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavanier's Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Get out of here. Gaviners. That's the name of their band, the Gaviners? That is the worst name you could come up with. Like, you could call yourself, like, the Reapers or the Slamming Guitars. I don't know, something better than Gaviners. Sounds like Guinness from this angle. Guilty as Charged something. Does that say summer? I think that says summer. Summer something. Does that say 2020? I don't know. Oh, God. It's the Blue Badger again. July 7th. I think this is a month later. Because I think the previous case was June, so we're in July now. 8:05 p.m. backstage hallway. This is so cool. I saw a Gavin Hayes concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. Gavin Hayes putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets to 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head up to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gavin show. Trucy, you didn't even know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know how the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Javier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. I mean, that's kind of a sexist way to think about it, but sure. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gavinier albums, 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I thought I'd advance on my next 15-year worth allowance. Well, Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Got more expressions. Who would have imagined me here? At a Gavin Hears concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kind of cool. I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Why is there a police officer uniform in here? They ruined the mirror. They wrote a G on it and the chains. Are those 3D chains? Why? None of the rest of the stuff in here is 3D. Why do they make 3D things here? It stands out so much. It's not even attached there. It's just floating. Okay. Okay. Dressing room. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. We're incredible up on the stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten up the mood after trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. Looking forward to it myself. Oh, God. How do you say that? Lamira? Lamaroy? Lamaroy sounds cool, so I'm gonna go with that. Lamaroy singing, right? The Siren of the Ballad? Oh, yeah. The flyer said she flew all the way over this for the show. That's right. I happened to catch a show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. I don't know who's saying this, but Lamora says, you praise me too highly. Oh. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Romain Tiletus. Memoir's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. You kind of look like a statue with the beard cut weird like that. I give you like maybe a deeper voice. It's like, it is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamois to be heard in this country. Okay. Gabe, I understand you're trying to make it sound like they're speaking a different language, but you don't need to put it in the text or in the font or the language of the other language. Because this just looks like you just put a bunch of stuff in here to make it look like it's supposed to be Egyptian. Beetle, 2 hands holding up, a double-sided trident, a leaf, a bull with a spear through its head, another beetle, another person doing the Kamehameha, a person on their knees, an extravagant E, a pair of scissors, a guy going crazy, a person with a big nose, an arrow that has rubbish fletching, question mark face, a beetle with actual arms and legs, a deer, and 4 dots. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. I can't say any of this. There you go. It's you. Ooh, it's Lemoir. I'm actually meaning Lemoir. Or Lamiroir. Lamiroir. Mysterious songstress. A quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse, but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Blah, blah, blah. Lamiroir says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lamiroir, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. So, again, I hardly remember anything. I just know that I don't like this case. So, is it that she can't speak the language and he's blind? Right? I'm guessing. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamiroir concerts. He's cute and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Well, sure, maybe in your world. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobai. He is blind. I was right. No one wears glasses that have blacked out lenses without a reason. This is why he never strays far from Lamiroir. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamiroir's so, what's the word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, or at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing music. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into songs. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song. That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put the music into my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it's time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviniers hard rock a little rest. Lamiroir, the stage is yours. Blah, 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 blah. The band members will not be played during Lamiroir's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamiroir's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make this all the worthwhile, don't you know? Should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. I mean, you could sing loud enough. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Where's the flashlight there? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Here we go. Sugar, sugar. Hold that night in your embrace. When you stole away their keys, my heart held on to so tight. Oh god, I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks from this. Leisure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps. What the hell is that flash? Itself around me. Is that catching fire? And now, through air I fly. Whoa. Whoa. I thought she couldn't speak English. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. Just like his guitar. All away. Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. Guitar, guitar. I'm surprised it's still going even though his guitar went on fire. Put together to the sky. Look at my panicking on there. Is that my guitar? That song was very short. And you'll see why that one's going to be becoming kind of annoying in the future if they haven't changed it at all. Wow, wasn't Lamoise amazing? I even cried a little. I'm surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's go into Gavin's room. That's 20 minutes left until the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? Was that always standing up there? What the heck was that? I never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I have asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Yeah, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined. Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. Oh, actually just... Is that a coffee machine? What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police. Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band? But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the Police? A good one? The guitar! That's the legendary AA400, the Red Badger! I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair Badger red, too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. I'm surprised that they went off so fast, considering it seemed to be failing in the original games. Police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here, move along. It's okay, you don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Meanie, what are you, 5? Look! It's a postcard of Lamoise! What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. It must be her native tongue. Borginian. Right. Borginian, huh? Postcard added to the court record. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something. They're a little thick. Could even stuff a pigeon in those. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hurry? Why is that plastic ball of stew sitting there? Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys? Fess up for what you did, and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it, if you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. There's 1 cup filled with water. Someone was here. Oh, brown stuff. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate the 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. How does that help? It does 1 note. I'm not so sure about the last one. So blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Someone drew the Gavineer's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. mean, you could always try. Oh, you don't use lipstick yet, Tracy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I've learned to play piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. I mean, you could just do it regardless of what he says. It's just lipstick. This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though I think our decorations were paper, not chains. Gaviniers are into chains. It's part of their image. Huh, no kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They really need into the whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cool if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. It's a red light? I thought it was a balloon. That speaker looks familiar. Oh? Yeah, like the ones for the PA system back in school. Oh, we had one of those in my classroom too. You went to school? You got the funds for that? That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. Dude, you're 20. Shut the hell up. Flaming guitar. You mean the guitar wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away. Wait, you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like you got lucky. I probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't even realize it. Anyway, that guitar was a Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. I mean, it's not frugal, it's common sense. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Acton! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar broken. Or guitar's gate's broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lamoire's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a lot for time for this day. Ah, here. What's this? A lyric sheet? It's yours. Signed by myself and Lamoire. Yippee! That's a cola! I need a soundboard or something. I can just press it and be like, yippee! Thanks so much. All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lamoire's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Eh? I like the bit with Lamoire, but the rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Apollo, I thought you would at least appreciate it. But no, you have to be only for the one song rather than the rest of this thing. You didn't have to come, you know. Ah, Apollo, you're getting old. Does 22 qualified as old to a 15-year-old? No, it shouldn't. Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. Sightseeing music. He's a painter, maybe? Sugar, sugar. Do. Oh, honey, honey. Nah. Your embrace when you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight. Pleasure, pleasure, but a feeding melody, it wraps around itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa, whoa, burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love fire, take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together in the sky. I don't understand these lyrics. Like, what is it trying to say? Is it just being like, oh yeah, shoot me, burn me? July 7th, backstage hallway. Hey, it's you, that right kid. Detective Sky? Let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing what the glimmerous fop, or with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. We wanted security back here during the concert. When does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door lead to? This one? That's Lamiwa's dressing room. Don't even think about going in there unless you want a piece of snackoos in your face. What is that? Is that supposed to be like a sausage or something? Like, my first reaction thought, is that a Cheeto? But then I thought, no, it's brown. It looks more like meat. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lemoire's bodyguard dropped it? Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? If you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. What's that odd-looking doll doing there? Oh, that's the blue badger. Did you try talking, either talking or munching, but not both? She snackooed me. Serves me right for out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Gavineer's dressing room. So much as a hand on that door and I'll snackoo you. Hold on. But I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. So this is Lamiwa's dressing room. If you ever even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Oh, okay. I actually was going to just look around and then talk to you, but I guess I'm going to... Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You out of my way. Emma. Lamiwa. It's not locked. I'm going in. I actually wanted to talk to you, but I guess because I investigated the door. July 7th, 9:30 p.m. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Shut up, Apollo. You don't know good music when you listen to it. Oh. That's Lamiwa's manager. Mr. What's his name? Latouche. Oh, no. Hey, you. Me? What's this room for me? I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Don't touch anything. I'll be right back. You're going to leave me in a room without examining it for anyone, for the killer that was just here. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask what? Ask. Witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Oh, so-called witness. You're cold. You're cold. Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help us on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me who was the witness. The witness is Siren. Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? You're such a fucking... He's obviously calling someone by their name. I wonder who it could be. Who sings well like a siren? Mr. Latouche. Yikes, Emma. What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you just see anyone just now? Huh? No? I could have sworn I heard the door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouche? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain Latouche shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. Who the hell are you? I guess you're part of, like, Gavin's band? I don't know. I guess I could make you sound like the guy, the criminal from the second game at the end. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darren. Or Diane. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. Investigation time then, ja, Fraulein detective. I don't need some rock and roll prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one on staff. Or otherwise. Anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out other than Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even Lemoire. Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this here forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that? An investigation request. Why just us? You two are civilians. This is standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Or let me read it. I want to see first. Signed with great reluctance. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside of the investigation concerning any details of the case. District Chief of Police or whatever. What? Well, get started in this investigation. I'm on it already. One tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fraulein's detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. Never mind the fact that Apollo saw a person die right in front of him for the first time in his life. He's seen people be shot, but by the time he sees them, they're already dead. This isn't like the first time he's actually been there in the presence of someone dying. But it's probably just going to be blowed over. It's like, everyone dies. It's whatever. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right. Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get a cracking. I'm the only one who was there. I'm the only one who heard Mr. Latouche's last words. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. I wonder if it's a siren that I know. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, it's a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's the headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Why are we not taking it? That's the Gavinier's dressing room. Crime scene was Lamoire's dressing room. Next door. Never knew where clues might be hiding, Apollo. Let's case this joint. After you, Trucy P.I. Lamoire's dressing room. Scene of the crime. We're not supposed to go in there. But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty-bound to investigate? Sadly, no. Though the situation being what it is, now may be our best chance to do some snooping. Is that the Blue Badger, the police mascot? Oh, that's the Blue Badger. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviniers mascot too. Huh, go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. I'll have to take a close look at one someday. Vending machine. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A steel samurai soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. Machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Concept poster for Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name. Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. Kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. So picky. Ah, looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock! Well, there's nothing new as far as I can see. July 7th. Dressing room again. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? The two did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Dare me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please. Pick up pour la mémoire. Hey, Sean. Didn't make it. Huh. Oh well, I suppose you did find the body with me. Great. Let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here. I can feel it. Leave no hanger unharmed. No spot unspotted. Again, I can't believe that. Just because I was examining things before this whole thing happened, I ended up just stumbling into the story. I'm like, I wanted to talk to her, but I guess I'll just have to skip that then. Because I didn't say before that. Because it was still the beginning. I thought I could at least look around. Oh, hey, it's a step ladder. Ah, another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm just worried about the step ladder. I'm more worried about why it's here. Why is the ladder here? Well, there. Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling. Still say it's a step ladder. I mean, there is a vent right there. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? Eh? When we arrived at the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. That air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy. I didn't do it! Eh? I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. I know, of course I don't think you do it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Ah, that's the monitoring stage for this room. Monitoring? It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Ah, yes. I received to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. It made it hard to hear Mr. Latou's last words. Don't blame the music, blame the killer. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. You know, we were standing right outside that door. I'm glad that we have thick walls here, because we could have been shot. The first shot must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. What's this? Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not gonna say, can I have it, please, are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15. But that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humour. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. You're not old. You're literally around the same age as Apollo. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. I wonder who wears a brooch like this. Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly. No way! If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg. Leave it to Mr. Wright. I should be concerned about Trucy's future. Yeah, around about the same age. She's only 3 years older. But I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. But the real culprit are these flowers. Apollo! Look at that thing! It's huge! That's a TV! Yeah, a flat screen TV. I want one of those. I mean, it's not. It's really thick. That's an old flat screen. But that's 3 years long years. I guess. Okay. You better be you'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right. Whoa, stop it. You too crazy? Remember, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please grow up. What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Legal Eagles? That's a YouTube channel. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Oh boy, the body's still here. I thought they would have taken it out and put rope here. Then again, they're trying to keep it under wraps for now. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. Because you are? You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Borginian? All I know is they sure don't make much for a clue. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh! The flower fell off! Yeah, I don't know what happened to my throat. What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put it back, see? How scientific. I like to think she like picks it up, tries to put it back in, it just falls out again. So she like just gets out some super glue she has in her pocket. Just goes like, there we go. He's a big guy, to be fair. True. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. A big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me the look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know. I was there. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? A murder weapon, a deadly high-caliber revolver. You could say that about any gun. Just because it's a revolver doesn't make it more deadly. .45 caliber revolver, very deadly. You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's the caliber and what does the 45 mean? Huh? Want me to tell you? Just the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words, bigger bullets do more damage. Wow, chalk one up for the forensic science. You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well... Hush, kids shouldn't ask so many questions. Rim lighting? This is one of those, things, right? At the barber's? A permanent dryer. It is? I thought it was a rim lighter. Want me to curl those bang of yours? No thanks. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know? Yeah, if he didn't have it, he wouldn't be Apollo. But that's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Well, the victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Come here, little girl. Look at this body. I know you're disturbed by it, but come and touch it. Put your finger in its hole. In the bullet hole that it has. This used to be a live person. Emma, what are you doing? Go ahead, Apollo. Go first. Me? No, you should go first. Trucy, really? You two stop bickering and get over here. She's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Isn't that what it looks like? I can point to his fingers, I can see that they're bloody, but it won't let me do it. Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. I'm sure you did it first. I mean, yeah, but... Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What's this? A keyring? With a heart? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring. What unusual keys. That was a guitar shape. I didn't even see that. I just saw keys and that was it. This could be a vital clue. I don't think there's anything else, is there? The body was holding a keyring. I wonder what it could mean. It must mean something. Doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. The question is, whose keyring is it? Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Practically. I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me. That's a lot of gifts. Look at all these presents. I mean, wow, sure is popular. Ooh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of those boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. Could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again. Look at this little tiny window. There's a window over there. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? Well, see, just saying it's possible. Right, no harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible. You could peek into the room, though, through it. You know? It says, do not open. Why would you put a window here and not allow anyone to open it? Why put a window at all? I think that's everything we can find. Hi, Emma. Let me have a look at the items we picked up. Feels strangely familiar. Sort of pin fastener to attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though. So it's not a safety pin? Is it a danger pin? I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. I mean, a safety pin would do the same. You could do that with a safety... Yeah, safety pin too, for that matter. Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin. Oh, you're driving me... You're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Oh no, I'm gonna be shot. Yikes, don't put that thing at me. Don't worry, I'm old hand at firearms. I have one that shoots bullets. I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you. Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets, the magical cat. The magic... What? Comes out of a gun? I can tell by your expression you've never heard of the trick. It's a great one. Honestly, that sounds way half... That one sounds halfway interesting. I couldn't read that for some reason. I have a gun pointed at me. I'm nervous. That's why. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see? A revolver. Revolver. Sounds like a bit like a Wonder Bar. What? I thought you were going to be trying to pretend to be freaking Ocelot then. Revolver. Especially if you say it really fast. I guess. You know what I really always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. Or one liver. What is wrong with you? There's just so many words in the world, Apollo, isn't it amazing? Yeah, and none of what you said made any sense. Maybe in Japanese it might have, but everything you just said was just weird. So many different words, so many different people. People like Trucy. Trucy being playing either Saints Row or Modern Fallout. There's nothing too outstanding about the gun. Oops. There are 3 keys in this heart-shaped key ring. Huh, this middle key is shaped like a guitar? Would Wright be Big Boss or Solid Snake? He would be... Right. Well, past him would probably be Big Boss, and then current him in this game is Punished. A Punished Wright. I get it. It must be the key to a guitar tech case. A guitar case key. Bet I know who this belongs to. Gorl! Gavanier's logo on it. Oh yeah, by the way, I have this. I'm a lawyer. Always carry that around, do you? Just like Mr. Right. Huh? It's good to never let yourself forget who you are. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Come to think of it, why do I carry this around? So I suppose that's one compliment it's got me. Sorry, can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I'm a forensic scientist after all. A self-styled one at least. Blah, 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 blah. So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. Is it? Didn't fire twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair. Tell us. It's just something odd about the revolver seems strange. Strange. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Mr. Romain, or Romy, it's either Romain or Romian. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lemoire's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here? Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lemoire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't even think I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever was used a revolver, I guess. See, we sent a request to the Borginian Embassy for more information on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true, it was us who found the body. What? Huh. Guess that's what I missed before watching the concert. Yeah, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? Well, that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? The window's too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. It's the only revolver, apparently. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, see, if you were going to fire this revolver, the recoil will probably dislocate your shoulder. If you hold it like an idiot, yes! Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon. Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know you're feeling... Oh, I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually, we have to... Great, thanks! She left. I know it was you, Trucy. You're the only one who could disappear with a magic act. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh, well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's a wasting, Apollo. We got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. It's not like evidence will just disappear because we're not here to watch it. And I bet in the future this is going to come bite us in the butt. Like, some evidence disappeared because you weren't here to look after it. Of course it will. Let's go. Keep this in mind. Honest to God, that fact is going to drive you nuts. The power of the gun being able to dislocate a shoulder. Yeah. July 7th. Oh, hello. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. It is your real father, Trucy. Is there anyone in here now? No. I guess I go to the stage then. Piano. In the wings. What's with it today? Problem after problem, act on. I have forgotten his voice already. You ain't kidding. Two leading members of the Gaviniers, Apollo. Clavier on the vocals and Daryan on the guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't stop. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was all that about? Hey man, don't blame me. You're the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How can I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who you call a tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. Huh? What are you two doing here? Hiya. He's playing with his hair. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Borginio, Detective Crescent. How do you say this? Crescend? It's not Crescent, because it's got a D. Honestly, that'll make a great spoiler potential. You asked to look after the crime scene, but then later some of the evidence goes missing because you weren't watching it properly, and they accuse you. Yeah, that would be great! And then you have to try and remember what it was. Or find it some other way. Right, anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Greetings. Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviniers, do you? Something tells me that it's about to be remedied. What a big stage! It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar. The lights are so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday. Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please. You're too blinded by my magic to worry about lights. You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing the magic. Now that's a big instrument case. That's a case for contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in here, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You fit 5 trucies in there, I bet. Hey, why are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Look, a ladder. I guess they need to work on the lights and such. Why don't they use a step ladder? I prefer step ladders, really. Because a step ladder wouldn't be long enough. Is that so wrong? Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer step ladders? They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders. I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you very much. Especially so it was a client, and that's why they accused you, because it was important evidence that made your client look really guilty. Yeah. Wow, that piano looks so much bigger up close. Actually played it so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Matchy a pianist? Well, that's like throwing me under the same class as Daddy. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound? Why, guess when we can fiddle? Let's see. Don't touch that. A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says. They should really require parental testing, clearly. There's not much else? Okay, guess we're done looking. No, not that one. Oh. About the crime. Which crimes do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? Well, we're in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on our toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? No matter Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin might be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. Imagine if they asked Wright to play the piano to cover for the Gavin's... Oh, God. You're like, blong, 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 blong. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know anything about the Gavineers? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. Gavineers aren't just a rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. We got a guy who is a prosecutor, a guy who's a detective, and a guy who did crime. What? Where's that member? The police? The real police. By the day they pack heat. Oh, by day they pack heat, but by night they rock the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted less than 7 years ago with the 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies, he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When the performance goes the least wrong, he goes into the funk. Just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. Concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who's Mr. Q. Miss Q? We were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur's got to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an audience of amateurs? No! Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about recording industry. This is but one of the devices used in the recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. Use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out! Oh, it did it. It did it the same time I tried to move it. Okay. Wow, neat. So, could you say, hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal. The one who kills people? You want help on your case? Then help with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Oh god, not this. Well, I wish you well through this, Major. Thanks. Let's begin. First, bring up the part with the performance in the question. You simply cross the section with the... choose the section of the song you wish to hear for the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? This looks easier than I remember. I think they updated it. Maybe? Couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely. Ah, the timing's a little bit off, isn't it? You see? There, right there, the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. Amateur with a mixing board, maybe? You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, amateur, you'll prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the miscue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty part. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with the W and S to adjust the volume for each part. Then, when you find the part where the hopelessly bungles the cue with A and D, you'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. To you, maybe, Apollo. First, a quick review. Use W and S to adjust the part's volume. Jump to another section to the song with Q and E. And use A and D to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press R to point it out. Time to rock! Right. Why can't I just, like, click the parts? Why are you telling me to use the keyboard? I'd rather just use the mouse. Yeah, it was quite obvious just looking at it. It's this one. Take that! This part sounds a little bit off. Let's see. F4. And it's because I had 5 open. Yes? Let me guess. You got a D in high school chorus, didn't you? How do you know? This part is perfection. Absolute perfection. I bet all the royals from my last platinum selling album on it. The guilty party is elsewhere. Yeah, I know, you sold a bazillion records. Focus, Apollo, I'll chill you on. Actually, it's probably better if you stay quiet. Let's give this another shot. It's because I didn't have the right thing highlighted. It's this one. Take that! Yeah, it's because I had the wrong part highlighted. That's stupid. If all of the parts are muted except the one that is bad, the bad one should be the obvious one. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Ah, well. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well. What are you gonna say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, dying. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. Oh, it's all experience under the belt. That can't be bad. Mixing record added to the court record. I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Looks like a lot easier compared to the original one, but either way, congrats, because that part was notorious in the original. I'm trying to remember. I think it was similar, but I think it might have been updated, like you said. But it's been years since I played this. But I don't remember getting stuck on that one. I remember getting stuck in the video version, which I think is after this. I'm not sure. By the way, I'm a lawyer. Have forehead. Yeah? Understand that I'm not in a Prosecutor Gavin now. I'm a lead vocal in the Gavineers. That badge sings a different song on a different stage. Right. Wish I had an old McGee to go to hide behind sometimes. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny? I always thought Prosecutor Gavin was one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was. I wrote those lyrics, you know. No, it was Lamois who gave them life. Wow, that's beautiful. Maybe I should try write some lyrics someday. You don't even like music, so shut up, Paulo. I'm going to talk about that right now. Blah, blah, blah. What about the gun? Want me to point it at you? Keys? I was wondering if you know anything about this. That... Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! I don't know. My throat went weird then. It's mine! That's my keyring. I'm gonna go over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo? How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. But he does have that JP song, his JP voice actor song. Huh? What JP song? To be up, just to be up, to inform everyone. I haven't played any of the Japanese versions, so I don't know about anything. Is there a special Japanese song that he does? Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean listed at who's had my keys? Indeed. One of my trials be over. Speaking of trials, I never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. I'm just right about the fop, I'll give him that. Apollo? Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us, and we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? I think she is. Indict her. Put her in prison. Gavin's troubles. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? Something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. I mean, you were the one saying it. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It was all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike, hey, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. You have a car? I didn't know you had a car. I thought you only had a bike. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought it put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I'd have to come back to concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't that one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on the stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. To top it off, Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouche dies. Yes, and? Could it all really be a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darn it, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day. If you type Apollo Justice song, it comes up. Apollo Justice, a new chapter of Trials featuring Ken. Okay. I can try looking it up after we finish streaming. Or all this was planned. I'm just thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with a spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? How come again it's Trucy that's the one that's figuring everything out and not me? I'm supposed to be the main character. It's not Trucy, right? It's Apollo Justice. Haven't you noticed the connection, Apollo? Curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well, yeah, that's the key. You know, something was bugging me too. Just doing a little one of these. That keyring, and the guitar, and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? The key. Bless me. That was a double sneeze, jeez. It was a mini CD that was only released in Japan, and Gavin also has a song on it too. It's like a piano and techno remix. Oh, cool. Take that! The connection is this, right? I would say you were close, but really you're kind of far. Remote, even. Whoops, try not to anger the Apollo. No sudden motions, just find the evidence slowly. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? I mean, what? The connection is this, right? It must be the music lyrics because, you know, it says fire. It's this, isn't it? The lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have had believed it if Fraulein had pointed it out. What are you talking about? Enough with the whittles. Whittles? Riddles. Thank you. You know, to be honest, Sean, I thought it was going to be the lyrics, but I was like, nah, that's kind of silly. Let's go with the keyring because they are tied to everything, like the guitar case, his bike, the person had it. No, it's the lyrics. No, really, it's my attorney's badge. It was the callers of it all. Maybe it's just a coincidence, or perhaps it's something mean. It means something. Don't you think, Fraulein? I do. Everything that's happening to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to the song. What? No way. Look, just think about everything that's happened today to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held on to so tight, this is heart holding keys. And next the guitar burst into flame. Burning in my heart, fire, burn my love away. And then Mr. Latouche was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. Everything that happened today here. This song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was one of those other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. Who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital. Quite annoying, Fraulein. I like this sprite. I don't know why, it's just cute. It's just cute sprite. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clavier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. Have to agree. Keyring, the guitar, and the murder. Keyring might have been dropped by accident. If the victim was holding it, hard to think that this was connected. Or unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin is as calm as collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? Sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? When we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Let's see if they made it more tolerable. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, because I said that I have very bad memories of this case, which is saying something, because I don't remember a majority of the cases in this game. Just this one stuck with me. Like, when we were doing the song with the whole fire part, I kept having, like, flashbacks, like Vietnam flashbacks. I was like, no! Ah, right, thanks, Darian. I leave the pondering to the mysteries to you. I'm out of here. Foreign national, Latouche is killed. Seems like we would have to be on the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murderer, but a mystery. Time to get in a gang of mystery seekers. And a dog. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. This is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep to yourselves. Yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. At least Lamoire in it to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamoire is now? I've had to go to my dressing room. That pianist Machi to buy, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. I thought she wouldn't have found out. We literally said not to tell her. And someone told her? Gave you trauma and you tried suppressing it. Yeah. The Governor's dressing room. Got it. I wonder if she's here and she's angry. Oh, it's you again. Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he's a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Get in the dressing room. Alan, what? Oh, you're actually speaking English now. Okay. I guess I need, like, not a fancy voice, but like a sort of like ghostly or ethereal voice kind of thing. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lemois? You speak? I mean, you speak English? Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I'm not Virginian by birth. Wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Ah, that. Yes. Well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then, your pianist is also... No, Machi Tabai is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was... Trucy? Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Latouche is Lemoire's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect. All we have to hold told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course. I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lemoire. Call me hard, praying man, bug with arms, all-seeing eye, arrow, waves, question mark face, and the nose again. What is it, Matchy? I don't know. What? But you'd be alone. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to press that. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. No! He's going to do a crime. It's always the quiet ones who can't speak the English language who is a definite, like, red flag. Why does this look like one of those German adult video rooms? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you brought... I'm holding my hands off that. I'm not doing anything with that one. Foreshadowing. Would that be all right? Sure, of course. Yeah, sure. Just let him go. Very well. What does he wish to ask me about? Oh, man. Oh, that, shh. Oh my god. Stop being so good, soundtrack. You made a lot more sense of that than I would. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm actually getting goosebumps. What the hell? The Republic of Virginia, that's in the Northern Europe, right? No, because it doesn't exist, but sure. I never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say? You know, my daddy always plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. And what? You're not from Virginia originally? It's such a good song, yeah. Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. And also not to speak of anything but Virginian in public. Image is important, I guess. In Japan, yes. Where you have to pretend to be something else. Yes. Not in every country outside of it. Especially this made-up Virginian place, who's supposed to be in Northern Europe. Kosovo. Maybe. It's not all Image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, touring the sights she sees into music. Or turning, not touring. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. Even call you the Siren of the Ballad, or Siren of the Ballad, right? Yes, Virginian. Amiwa means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the sirens I once was. Why can't I read? Nothing, Apollo? You're not going to say anything to that? It's like, wait a minute. The guy said to find the siren. Oh! No, he just doesn't make two and two together. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. Okay, you started out fine, then you went creepy, Trucy. He's very, European. Is he gay or European? I met him while singing in a restaurant in Virginia. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Archie and I are together à la moi, or la miroir. Together always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter? Even though you speak English. Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Yes, we are not in Japan right now. This is Japanifornia. Uh-huh. Though I fear they may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Monsieur de Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Hello. You're the siren, right? Lemoire? That is the meaning of my name in Borginian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. Turns out that a very important word in this case. How? We found Mr. Latouche. He was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren. It said Siren? Really? I was the one there who to hear it. But I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness? And you're the Siren, Lemoire. Well, originally, she did say that him, her, and the guy that she was with is the Siren, so... You see what happened? Lemoire? Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no clients, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Lemoire, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Actually, take this badge! Would you mind taking a look at this, Lemoire? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say. Wish I could help you. Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had. Yeah. Would you mind taking a look at this? Sorry, can't help you. Mind taking out the lyrics? No. Oops, not that. Look at this. What about this? That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes, well, it may be mine. Yours, la mémoire. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was la mémoire's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? What about this gun? Would you mind taking a look at this gun? Like, just points it directly at her. What about these keys? What about this electronic equipment? You know nothing. Get out of my face. How do you feel about Japanese companies using AI to translate rather than using English translators? No. I think that machine translations or AI translations are actually terrible, and I've experienced them being terrible, and I would prefer actual English translators doing it, because Japanese companies, or any company that tries to use AI, have always used it badly. It's not quite there yet, and you know, is what it is. The Siren is a group. Yeah, she said that her and the guy together make up La Mémoire. I don't think she means that. I think it's because like they work together, so she just makes it an umbrella term. Although I will say I have not seen. I don't know if machine translations and AI translations are the same, but I think they are. It's more of a case of like it's a very iffy subject, because at the same time, while it could help to create translations faster, it will also be an issue of getting people to lose their jobs, essentially. 12:22 a.m. Whoa, who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma, is something wrong? It looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Eh? Mr. Latusse's body has disappeared. Wow, okay. I was expecting evidence to disappear, not an entire freaking body. What? July 8th. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From the vacant stare, you gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body's gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the investigation. There's no need to alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go and find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself. Mr. Gavin. If he wasn't dead, that would be a great plot. Oh my god. He's just like walking down the hallway. We find him. He's like, wait a minute, you're still alive? I'm a zombie. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latusse's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if it's exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeta's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeta? Who's Geeta? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeta's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Well, this sure is a... What did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry. Much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding the body. You can make it up to me later by buying me more snacks. Taking me out on a date. I don't know why, but suddenly as soon as I say that, I'm like, actually, yeah, they would make a good couple. She actually, like, kicks him in the butt when he does something stupid, like now. Put him and Emma together, yeah. Granted, Emma could probably do better, but, you know. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos could do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. There should be a body here, but there's not. Why would any of this happen, and why? Imagine if they, like, tried to force the body through this window and they're like, it's too big. I gotta chop him up. They were originally my OP originally. Oh, really? Nice. Wait, these lights weren't on before. Why is this stage up? Then Athena came along, and Justice Sykes was born. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. I don't like I'm just going to say, I don't like Justice Sykes. I really do not think they go well together. As a partner system, like friends, yeah. Together as a couple? Hell no. Especially when he's like, I'm not actually happy spoilers, but you get the point. I'm just going to stop there. We'll get to it when we get to that point. 12:57 a.m. in the wings. Doesn't something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Just like the video. No. Let's check it out. The stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lamiwala's production man or prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder here against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. And after what we found up there... We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist matched to buy. Oh, we're just here now. Okay. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Dubai, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain L'Obtuse. Can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. It's always the blind ones that are the secretly evil ones. I guess they had proof of some kind? What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It's tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet. Powers that be either say that given the circumstances it could only have been him. What do you mean by that, circumstances? Lamiwala was invited from the Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It's vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. It's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Yeah, forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you were talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Right. I mean, we're not a defense attorney, so... Well, we're not on the case at the moment. Thought there'd be more to that. Must be remembering wrong. Maybe. It might be more as we get further into the case with that. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of this case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamoire. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. July 8th. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. Okay, True, so you're starting to become a little bit creepy with that. You can stop. I get it. He's cute. You don't need to keep saying it. I don't think he's cute. I think he looks silly. But whatever. Different things for different people. If we, honestly, I think if we have seen more of Angry Clavier, I think people would have liked him more. Maybe. He said that already. Him and his shifty glasses. Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell us about last night? Huh? Oh no, he's speaking in hieroglyphs. Still. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lamoire can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? We literally just had that scene. You don't have to flashback. Good luck. I'm off to requesting Lamoire. Well, what are we going to do? That's, a good question. Just get one of those, like, phones with the auto translation on it and get them to translate it. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. Hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Ah, voulez-vous français? Not being able to speak Japaphonia. I'm wondering if in the original he actually spoke a language that was made sense. Like it wasn't a bunch of hieroglyphs. Or maybe it was. I don't know. It might have been the same. They might have just said that, no, he speaks English. But they don't understand it because they're Japanese. Because they do that sometimes. There's sometimes where it's like, some translators are like, okay, well, these guys are going to be speaking English because we're doing English voiceovers. So we'll change it so then they're speaking English and anyone outside is speaking differently or something. Or everyone speaks English no matter what. You know, it's just weird. It gets weird sometimes. Looking at you, 4Kids. We have been going for an hour and 54 minutes. I think they confirmed it was made up language by the creator/writer. Okay. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. It's almost 2 hours now. Yeah, I think this is actually a great spot to stop for today because we can just continue this next time. So yeah. That is not what I meant to press. I did save, so I don't need to save again. So we shall pick this up next week. So, good job, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining today. We have managed to get into this case. I didn't press the right thing, did I? Yes. I don't know what happened there. But we will continue this next week. Tomorrow we're back with God of War, so look forward to that. And yeah. Whenever we get to the next game, I'll tell you about what I was going to say with Athena and Justice. So, Sean, you got to remember that. So you got to remind me when we get to that point to bring that up again. Okay? But But yeah, thank you all for joining. Today was fun. I am dreading going into this case, but we shall see how it goes. As usual, like, follow, subscribe, do that bell notifications so you know when I next stream. I'll remind you. That's good then. And if you want to help support me, there's links to Patreon and tips. And if you do become a patron, you get your name added to the patron list, where I give you a shout out at the end of every stream, like I do with Hiroru Okuni. And I thank you for the continued support, and I greatly appreciate you. And I get punched in the face with boxing gloves. or we do a rock solo together or something. But until next time, y'all take care. Thanks for joining me again. Hope everyone has a nice rest of the day. And I'll see you all tomorrow with more God of War. Till then, y'all take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Sean. Thanks for joining. Bye, anyone else here. Bye.